Okay, so here we are at Squeaky Clean Car Wash in Cortland, New York. And we will start with the main ID sign. And you can see that there are fluorescent lights in there. And I'll zoom in on that. You can see that there are lights on the bottom. The fluorescence is still on. And there are failures on that top light. And as we progress around the site, you will see that light is on, that light is on, and right there is a failure. That light is out completely. And as we progress around the lot, you'll see another light up there that's kind of dimming below that bright light there. And if we zoom in on the lights down there, those are kind of dim also. The next thing that we should look at here is on the signage. We have a sign here at an auto cashier. I'm going to kind of bring that in. And that there has got fluorescence in it still to this day, but they would just change. So you see, they're bright, they look good. When we come over to this sign, we've got one out. It's a whole lot less bright. As we progress up on the awning in the front of the auto cashiers, you can see that we have failures behind the word car wash. It's really dim, and there's still some fluorescent lighting that's active above the word soft foam. On the big sign above the building, all of the fluorescent lights are out completely. So as you can see, we've got failures all over the site, and we continue to see that no matter how much maintenance we do on them. There's always lights out, and there's always lights that need service. Another failure, two failures that I can show you, is that when we look at the auto cashiers, above both auto cashiers, both of the lights are out. So we've either got ballasts, or we've got bulbs, or just ongoing maintenance problems. So we are in the middle of an LED installation here from G&G LED, and I will show you bay 1. And this particular bay, you can see, has 90 feet of light. Half is not all of it is on because that one strip is not hooked up yet. We're in the middle of an install, and you can see that there were 6 320 pulse starts. So there was about 1,300 feet of 1,300 watts of light in that particular bay, which has now been reduced to somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 watts of light. So we've got an 80% energy savings here. This particular bay is completely hooked up. I'm going to show you that we've got 3 30-foot strips in here, which is a total of 90 feet of light at 6.5 watts of light. Once again, the 320 pulse starts have been abandoned. You can see how white and how bright it is in here. And we'll progress on here. Up here in the canopies, we have all new LED lights. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of show you those. I'll zoom in on them. Those were fluorescents, and what we did here was we just basically took the fluorescents down. We retrofitted, put the clips up, and used the housing from the fluorescent lighting to install the LED lights. So it was a pretty simple install. Put the low voltage transformers in and go. So if we take a look here, I'm going to kind of zoom back on this a little bit so you can see the whole thing at once. This is all new LED lighting. There's your 4 bays. You see how bright they are and how white they are. We'll zoom in on the canopy. Everything is bright white, 50,000 hours, no maintenance, and significant energy savings. And as we move into our self-serve bays, I'll pull this back. There's 4 self-serve bays on site, and I'm going to take us into one of them right now. If we look up, we have a total of 90 feet of light, and we are not in money saver mode right now. So we're looking at 375 feet of light. In this particular bay, you can see how bright it is and how white it is. No more maintenance, no more ballasts, no more bulbs. What will happen is we will reduce lighting in this bay to 50% when we go into money saver mode. When a customer enters the car wash and they take any function and they begin, and the timer goes on right here, and presto, we will then go to 100% light, and this is what the customer will see. When there's not a customer in the bay, we will reduce the lighting to 175 watts. We will turn half of these off, and then so it'll be perfect for nighttime lighting. And if no customer is in the bay, it'll be at 175 watts. We were running 1600 watts of light for 400 metal halides. And so our cost savings in here is going to be between 80 and 90%. And you can see the light is better. We have zero maintenance. We have brick walls in this bay, which are kind of dark. So if you have Extra Tech or any type of white finishes on the walls, it's significantly brighter. But even in a brick environment with dark brick walls, this is what you wind up with. Pretty significant and pretty impressive. So I'll just kind of show you each bay. We'll take a walk down them and how good it looks from the street. And the last thing that I'll do is I'm going to kind of step back here. I'm going to go out to the street so that we can take a look at what the customer sees as they're driving by and how it looks. I'm going to turn around, and there it is. And that's what the customer sees as they're driving by the facility. At night, it's warm, it's welcoming, and it's pretty significant. As we move over onto the other side, you can see we've got the failures over there, and we still got some darkness, especially above that canopy. We will be using the G&G LED lights to do the clock up on top of the building. That is not done yet. There are still some fluorescents up there. So we'll get a significantly brighter look there also. So anyway, just wanted to show the benefits of LED lighting, waterproof lighting, and I will sum up by taking a close-up of one of the tubes so that you can see the waterproof lighting. And the chemistry in here, the alkalines and all of those things are insignificant. We've had them in for 2 years in Poughkeepsie. I'm going to zoom right in on the light so that you can see it, and hopefully you can get a good look at this here. Let me back it down a little bit. And so these tubes are all totally 100% waterproof. You can see the light that they give, and it's consistent lighting. No hot spots, no dark spots, just one consistent light throughout the whole area. Anyway, that is my presentation of an install that is about halfway through from G&G LED.